Hello everyone, welcome to the PowerPause. I'm your host Rabbia Moeed. Today I've got a special guest with me today. She's the regional manager in the Women Enterprise at TD Bank. Komal Jafri, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Rabbia.
How's it going?
Everything is going well, just busy life. I have no idea where summer is flying.
I know, summer has been super fast this year, right?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like time is just running.
Because summer, I think it's kind of like nice weather. People are out, businesses are booming. There's so much festivities are happening in Toronto. It's super insanely busy.
I know, but it's good. Busy is always good too, they say, right? So, Komal, tell us about yourself.
Where do you want me to start?
Tell us who you are, what you like. I already said what you do, but tell us about your journey.
So, as you know, I'm regional manager for Women in Enterprise with TD. I have been with institution for almost 13 years. I have been working with institution for 13 years and different roles. I have done almost every role from the branch to the account manager for small business banking. And this role is very interesting because now I kind of like work as a regional manager supporting Ontario, which is like, I always start from like saying I work from starting from Ottawa, going to Thunder Bay. Wow. So that's how the journey goes. But it's beautiful because I support women-owned and women-led businesses, and it's kind of like satisfying, right? So like when you kind of like support, there's some ambition, there's a mission behind it, and I love supporting anybody who really needs my help. That's the whole journey.
So when you say this is women-led business you're supporting, how has that been? And then what sort of a criteria do you work with? Like, do you work with anybody from the small business to a larger business scale, or how does that go?
So for me, I would say it doesn't matter whether it's a startup just incorporating their business or it is like going to commercial client. It doesn't matter. For me, everybody is same bucket. They're like, oh, how do you categorize? How you help? Is there like a certain criteria? For me, everybody is same, whether it's like established business or it's a new business. For me, I want to make sure that they go with me. I understand them. I understand their business journey. And most importantly, how they want me in their life, right? Because my mission is to bring awareness about them, also like to connect with them, get to know them. It's, for me, two things are more important: connection and empathy. Everything else comes with flow. When there's a need, there's a way. I believe in that. So yeah, it's just like, it's interesting because obviously when I was in retail, it's a different, you're dealing with personal banking, you're dealing with clients with their personal business, personal needs. Now I'm in business, and women growing in that industry, it's so different, so passionate about what they do. It's kind of like...
It's very remarkable, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Business is like their baby, right? They're raising... It's like baby is born by incorporating, and then they're going through different stages, and being with them, being there to support them, it's satisfying. So yeah, it has been phenomenal.
So you've been working with the bank for more than a decade. How has that journey and how you chose this career path, working in banking field, how did that come along?
So interestingly, banking is always known as work-life balance job. So that's one of the main reason I picked it, because for me, there were two criteria. Like when I was looking for the jobs, I was like, I want something where I get to interact with customers. That was because I'm good in interaction. I love connecting. I'm a social being. My husband calls me a social bird. So social butterfly.
You are a social butterfly though.
So yeah, he's like, you're a social butterfly. I'm like, okay, fine. I enjoy interacting. And that was one of my, when I was deciding where do I need to go, my degree is completely different than what I do.
Really?
Yeah,
I
studied environmental sciences and audit.
Wow.
And then everybody's like, how come this led you to banking? I was like, because my husband is in audit as well, right? So I was like, two auditors, crazy hours, doesn't make sense. So I wanted to take a step back and kind of like, I wanted to have a better work balance so that before he comes home, I'm home and all of that. So I wanted 9-to-5 job. What else was there? Retail was not 9 to 5. Nothing was 9 to 5. So I was like, best is
banking. Yeah.
So I jumped into banking. And then when I jumped into banking, it's kind of like client interaction. Then automatically I enjoyed, and I'm more into more interactive roles. Like I've done customer service, personal banking, senior banker. Then I joined account manager, small business banking, and now I'm the regional manager.
Amazing.
So it's kind of like beautiful journey, but that's how it led me, because I'm good with people.
Yes, you are a very people's person. When I say that, I know her, this is a first-hand experience as well.
Yeah.
I connected with her through events. And it's so, remarkable how we connected.
Yeah.
And we're friends now.
And I think in this journey, I think the most, I would say, fun thing is when you interact with people, you get to know them, and automatically they become, when you treat them like family, they treat you back like family.
Exactly.
You can tell who's introvert and who's extrovert in this industry.
Yes, definitely. And I'm sure a lot of people who are actually connecting, they're all extrovert, not introvert.
Oh yeah, no.
So Komal, you helped a lot of business women and establishing their business. Tell me a story, somebody's that inspired you in their business.
So obviously, when I'm in this industry, we're dealing with businesses day to day, like everyday basis. I'm dealing with, I would call it 4 to 5 clients per day, right? So there's like ongoing processes and all of that. But the most important thing is when people appreciate that. I think recently, I was trying to, one woman, I think she was trying to grow her business. I won't disclose too much information, but she was kind of trying to I just started. I don't know which platform, whether e-commerce, because she's an e-commerce business, whether I should do should I invest in retail and stuff. So how I supported it was a small effort, right? I was like, okay, let me buy your products, because I was hosting an event. So I bought her products and gave it to all my clients as a giveaway, because obviously when we're hosting, sometimes we make swag bags. There's something is needed, right? So I put it in the gift bags, but then that helped her because people love the smell so much of those candles, they started placing order. And then the other one, I was like, okay, I'm doing this event and I'm doing marketplace. Would you like a booth? She's like, I would love it. So then she came, and then it's kind of like helping their brand, giving them visibility opportunity. And now she recently did really well, and she got a big contract from a big firm. So I'm like, wow, these are some of the small examples, but there are so many of them. It's kind of like, I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were saying you should not let go any opportunity of networking, because your network is your net worth. You never know, in that crowd, that one person you connect with might give you a big opportunity.
Absolutely.
So I always tell my clients, whenever and wherever you get an opportunity to attend an event, to go network, take that. You never know, in that event, that one person will give you what opportunity. And when you're given something, just take it. There's no harm in it.
Absolutely,
as long as it is giving you opportunity to sell or grow, take it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you on this one. Network is your net worth.
Yeah.
And there are some people who shy away from it, being in there and then making PR, which is, I'm sure you can say that this is very, very important. So going back to your journey, and you said work-life balance.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I used to say that it was good, but in this role, because I enjoy it so much, there's now more work than balance. It's kind of like I try to manage my family with my work. So okay, obviously my work gives me a little bit of flexibility, okay, I have to go pick my son up, drop off, those things are okay. But then I enjoy networking, making an impact in somebody's life, being there as a support system. I know today I had my clients, something was closing and tomorrow is an opening. I'll be there for opening, but at the same time I have client dinner, then client lunch. It's ongoing process, but when you're connecting, you're building that network, it takes effort.
Yes.
And after a year, it kind of at that time it's a return.
Yeah.
Because people know you, they know your journey, they know everything. So it is, right now there's no balance, but I'm looking forward, eventually in future there might be some balance.
Of course, yeah. Eventually, you go down smooth, and everything becomes, and everything gets paid off.
100%. And for me, most important thing is that when I'm there for somebody, they remember that.
Yes.
Because those small efforts, small appreciation means a lot.
Yes. No, I absolutely agree with you. So Komal, you've seen a lot of women in business, and they struggle with a lot of things. What is the biggest struggle and challenge they face when they're establishing a new business, or even thinking about it?
We have invested in some researches because we wanted to know why there's a big concept in women of bootstrapping. I'm proud of that. There's no harm in bootstrapping. When I meet different business owners, they proudly say, oh, we bootstrap our business. But my question is always why? Why? What made you do that, right? Because was there not enough support for you? Was there not funding available? What was that? So we invested in some research to find out, and we have seen the biggest struggle women face is called, it's first thing, the most important one is funding, because they feel that when they go for money, nobody's going to lend them. So also like there's a kind of like a social barrier of like network opportunities. They're always looking for networking opportunities to grow their social network. So how I am making an impact and how I'm working as an organization to support them is we're creating, obviously we have worked on a team of account managers. In TD, we have dedicated WeBankers, we call them WeBankers, who are there to support client when they need the most. We have heard from our clients after, like we have 300 plus team of WeBankers who are there to support our clients with their business need, want to help them at the start of the business to the growth. Because we want to change the concept, like we want to bring the concept of bank to them by hosting different events and stuff, and as well as to bring awareness and educating women that there are a lot of opportunities out there. There are programs called CSBFL, not a lot of people know about, especially women don't know about those. And there are a lot of grant opportunities as well. And as an institution, TD has invested in an organization called Fundika too. It's kind of collaboration between them, which helps them shortlist all the grants opportunities. You can go to that Fundika and you can search Fundika and TD, and they shortlist all the grant opportunities. It's an AI-based company. They help you shortlist all the grant opportunities and programs available for you.
Okay.
So that's this is one of the ways we are supporting. We have built a team. Second is we are also aligning and collaborating with organizations whose vision align with us, right? We want to be there for women entrepreneurs. So we are investing in certain organizations to create events where they can meet other business owners and grow their network. So as I said, network is a net worth. And I just want to say one more as a statement. As Michelle Obama once said, success isn't about how much money you make. It's a difference you make in people's life. And in business, that starts with aligning how you make money with the values you stand for. And that's so important. So our values, we want to make sure we're there for them. We're heard. Our clients felt heard and as well as appreciated. That's the most important.
And I think financial support really easing up a lot of biggest concerns before you start up anything. So when a client approaches you, you go through the whole thing with them, you plan out everything. Is that how it works, basically?
No, when a client reaches out to us, there's a process, right? So we go over what they need, why they need, and how they can get it. So there's a process. Then we send them kind of like, I connect them. If they come to me, then I connect them with the right women in enterprise banker who help them with their business needs. So before the help, like we go over what is the business they are purchasing, how much they need, and what programs they can be eligible for. And then we request them list of documents. So as we send them list of documents, as they start providing it, that's where the whole process starts. And then we try to like, obviously there are minimum requirements as well. We personally sit down with customer and go over, but we try to make it easy to make sure the whole process and the whole journey with us is easy. And satisfying. Okay,
that's amazing. So you're in PowerPause, and I've asked this question to almost all my guests. What is that moment where you decide to take that PowerPause, and or how often do you take that pause to connect or to think about everything or whatever? Like sometimes you're going through certain crisis or good or bad in life. Where is that moment of pause you take?
When I come back home tired, that pause is for me to spend time with my son. That kind of like rejuvenate, kind of like takes away all the tiredness from you. Sometimes you're way too tired that you don't want to play that part. You're like, okay, I'm too tired, let's not play. But then when you come back and when you have made an impact in somebody's life, that is kind of like a good positive pause, and then automatically it brings you again for the next one. You're like, okay, how can I make a better, how would I call it? How can I make a better change for somebody else in next stage of life? That's it. So yeah, for me, pause is never happening. Let's see. But for now, when I come home, that's a pause, and I just cut off my work and completely think about just family. That's
Just
what
pause and
just
spend time with
pause
your family.
with the family. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes much needed too. Obviously, it doesn't have to be in pause where you do nothing. You can be certainly enjoying being in a vacation, being with the family. That's a pause.
I think that's my pause for when I come home, which barely happened, but there's no harm in saying exactly.
I can imagine. Yeah, obviously, you have you got a lot going on, and it's incredible.
Thank you.
Komal, what is that one advice you would give to a young entrepreneur starting a business, or a new person, establishing or thinking of having a business? What is that one advice you will give?
I always tell whether somebody is in the business or starting the business, my first advice always is to have a trusted advisor. Find the right person and get a guidance. It's so important at the start of the business because you never know when you need it the most. Because when you start from this basic, it's easy going because then banks are involved, other partners are involved, they know the journey and they help you grow with it. But if you come later when everything has been bootstrapped and later on you come, it becomes hard, right? Sometimes we're not able to. It's kind of like always have a right banking advisor for you always from the start of the journey, because then they can guide you with different programs. You never know what is out there right now. So always go look for advice. Look for it. Don't hesitate. There's never a wrong question.
Okay. Now going back to you again, what are some of the challenges you have faced in your work field or in this whole industry? Biggest challenge you faced?
I would say, I think my journey has been pretty smooth. I think with God's blessing, I have come across great leaders who have been my support. I would say it's so important to have a great team, great management to support you. I'm blessed, I'm blessed that I have never faced ever any challenges, but whenever I have faced in my workforce, like ever a challenge, I've always looked to my management or my manager, gone to her, oh, this is the hurdle, how we can overcome it. And I believe there's a solution for everything.
Yes.
We just have to find a way to find it. That's it. There's always a way. Like when there's a dark, like when you can't find anything, there's always a problem for solution for every problem.
Yes.
So I'm a core believer in that. It's just that I think I'm lucky that I've got like a great team, great manager to work with. And I always tell my manager, I think I'm so lucky to have you.
That's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that you have great support in your work field. We ask this rapid fire round in our podcast. I didn't tell you those questions.
I know that.
Secrets.
I know.
So we're going to do the rapid fire. Are you ready?
Okay, go.
All right. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
So, okay, banking or business development, what organizes you more?
Business development.
Okay. Woman entrepreneur who inspires you?
Michelle Obama, I can say that.
Okay, she's very inspiring. What is your thing? Excel sheet or vision board?
Excel sheet.
Okay. One money habit you swear by?
Say it again.
Money habit you swear by?
Let's swear by. Spender. Big spender.
Okay.
And when I'm stressed, I spend like anything. My husband's like, stop.
You gotta, okay. Coffee meeting or boardroom pitch?
Coffee meetings.
Okay. Okay, let's see. When I go through, okay. Hosting friends or solo travel? What recharges you
Hosting
more?
friends.
Oh, obviously I knew this one. Well, thank you. That was it.
I knew that one. Last time, hosting. My manager's like, you love hosting. I'm like,
I can see, it's been incredible, obviously, connecting with you and meeting you. And honestly speaking, like, I feel like you've been doing a lot of inspirational work.
Thank you.
And you always help out women who are looking to establish something. I see you always, organizing these small events, big events, all sorts of events.
Yeah.
You are the person to reach out to.
Yeah, no. Anyway, I can support or make an impact when I kind of like help in other women.
Yeah.
It is so satisfying. So anybody anybody I know in the circle, I'm always there. There's never a wrong question. Sometimes I just they're like, hey, can we connect? I was like, this is my number, just call me. Tell me what do you want exactly. I talk to the point. I'm like, tell me, what do you want?
What do you want?
Why? What's happening? And they're like, okay, this is what we're doing. I'm like, okay, it makes sense for me to do it. It doesn't make sense for me to do it, but I do my best. And then if I can't, then I try to find other resources to support. Yeah.
Is there any message you want to give my audience and anything that you want to tell them?
I think one thing I've learned is that entrepreneurship takes guts. So it's just that never hesitate to reach out, ask, take guidance from another entrepreneur, because you never know how and what that person gonna teach you. And listen to everybody, do what you want, because it's your vision, your direction, it's your product. Listen to everybody, grab their ideas, but do what you want to do, because your vision is going to create a story.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with this one. Please share your Instagram where people can connect with you, or any website you want to give out.
You can reach me out. My name is Komal Jafri. You will search Komal Jafri TD, so automatically you'll find me. But I have an Instagram, Komal Jafri 00, because obviously I have one personal profile, I have one public profile. On the public profile, I keep posting about my upcoming events, what I'm doing. You can always reach out to me if there's any questions. If you're starting a business, or if you have existing business and need support, I'm always there to help you.
Well, thank you, Komal, for being here, and keep shining, keep rocking, and thank you guys.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, bye.